looking after a lot of insights on product management. So, quickly, if you all can drop me a message, ki what's the background right now you guys are into? Like, are you a college student? Are you into softwares, IT professionals, or already into product management, or whatever you are into? You can just drop me. Okay, college student, BTech second year. Okay, by the way, if you're in college, you can just like start preparing for product right now only. If you want to be an entrepreneur, okay, if you look forward to having your own startup, so a product manager is a kind of role that would be really helpful, because it's more like a, so I have a different screen here to just read all your chats. So all right, BECS, Shubham Jadhav, BECS second year, Divya B first year. Oh, that's nice. Most of you I can see are all college students. MCA first year, Muskan, Yogesh. Wow, that's nice. MBA student. MBA students, so they can definitely try into product. Okay, a lot of engineers, they complete their MBAs and then switch into product management. So it's a good time for you guys. Intern with you all. Okay, Virat, Deepak, BTech third year. All right. So let's get started. So I'll share my screen and let's have a quick deep dive into what product management is all about. Just a second. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Drop in yes if my screen is visible to you. All right. That's great. All right, so let's get started with what product management is all about. And then in between, so the whole session, if I talk about how it's going to be happening, so there are some topics and then we'll have some discussions, again back to topic, again discussion. So the flow is going to be a very engaging session, because like the entire flow is very engaging, so that you guys don't get bored. And also I would love to see participation from your side, so that we can have an interactive session. All right, so let's get started. So the very first thing that arises in our mind is, what is product management all about? Can anyone tell me, what do you understand when you hear this word product, or product management, or product manager? Any guesses? All right, I'll tell you. So if you guys have heard of this company called PNG, so this word was first coined by McElroy. So he was the one who introduced this word, but it wasn't exactly the product manager, but it was a brand manager. So brand manager was somebody in that time. It was about 90s. A brand manager was somebody who represented the entire brand and used to take care of all the marketing and non-tech stuff. Later, that position of brand manager got somehow changed to the product manager. So the brand manager had only the business aspect of the organization. Okay, so there are two aspects in the organization. One is the tech and the other one is the business aspect. So the brand manager had only the business aspect of the organization. Whereas when the word brand manager changed to the product manager, so now product manager has the knowledge of both the aspects, the product side, the technical side, and the business side of the product. So yeah, that's what product is all about. Now, what is product? If you go into the technical definitions of a product, so it's very easy. I'll just have a very quick overview of things and then we can go deep into the concepts. So product, something that solves problem, a user problem, is called product. All right. Anything that is solving problem is called product. For example, a software, it could be a software or it could be a hardware. Tangible, intangible means both the software and the hardware. Okay. So softwares could be many applications that we all use in our day-to-day life. For example, Zomato, Swiggy, Facebook, Instagram, the very new one, Threads. So we have a lot of different platforms which provide you the software solution. Can you name some hardware solutions? Can anyone name few hardware products? Anyone from the audience? Any hardware product? Anyone? Any hardware product that you feel? Switch. Yeah, nice. Switch is a solution for a hardware product. That's a good one. So when I say that product is something that solves user problem, so can you tell me? Yeah, Kiran, CCTV, good one. When I say that product is something that solves problem, hardware or software? Yes, industrial machines. Yeah, it could be screws and nuts. Good one. Now let's take an example. So this auto, we all see this auto, right? CNG auto wala bhaiya. So is this auto wala bhaiya a as a brand, is he a product or not? Fans, AC, fridge, PC, all right. Agree. So can you tell me out of these two, which one is product? See, both are solving problem. Both, all right. Anyone else? See, now here if you look as an or see auto as an Uber is a product. Yes, good, good, Yogesh. So if you look at both these cases, all right. So auto as a product is solving user problem. But when you look at an organization, so this auto wala doesn't leads an organization, right? He just owns his simple one auto and he's running it and he just earns something out of it. But if you look at Uber, so it is solving a mass problem at once, and that too it has uniformity throughout the organization. So in product management, when you look at this example, so Uber would be categorized under a product management, but this Autowala wouldn't come under the product thing. Now I have a very interesting meme. It got viral on Instagram. Let's watch this. Let's watch this meme and see if you understand what product management is about. Is it audible? I don't think so. It's audible. Just a second. I guess now it will be audible. I hope all of you can see my screen. This meme got viral that what does a product manager does, and I hope you guys will love it.
Hey man, hey. Hi. So what do you do for a living? Me? Well, I'm a product manager. Ooh, product manager, huh? Yeah. So what do product managers do? Bro, we are like, the CEO of product. And I always wanted to be a CEO of something, so it works great for me. Yeah. CEO of product. But what do you guys exactly do? So we product managers work at the intersection of technology, business, design, marketing, everything. We are at the center of the Venn diagram. Oh, so you know how to like code. Well, no, the engineers do that. Oh, so you design stuff for the company, for your product. Nah, we have designers for that. You do marketing campaigns of the product. You launch it and you market it. No, what are we, peasants? We have product marketing managers to do that. PMMs, not PM. Oh, yeah. So you just write emails up. Yeah. And over take meetings. Never forget about the meetings. Don't ever forget about the meetings.
So that was just a joke, a kind of there's lots of myths around product management which people make fun of. So yeah, today we would be clearing all those concepts. That is it so, or Is it true or false or whatever? So we would be clearing all those doubts of you guys. Because product management is not what you just saw in this meme, and it's completely different. All right. So now, as the session keeps moving on, we'll have a more deeper understanding. And let me tell you, this you being in college is the best time to get started for product management preparation, and it's very royal job if you love to be an entrepreneur. The second thing, you also get to learn a lot of things. All right, so let's keep moving ahead. So we saw this meme. Now let me tell you, let's go deeper into the concepts of what product management is all about. All right. So if you guys know of Simon Sinek, so he's an influencer and into psychology and many other things. So uh, if you follow his pattern of what product management is about, so he says that product manager is somebody who tells the team what to do, why to do, and not how to do. Now, the reason to that is because I'll just tell you, a product manager is somebody who will tell the team what to do and why to do. Now, a product manager necessarily may not be very much friendly with coding. He himself may not know much of design. Okay, he may not know specifically something about anything, but a product manager is somebody who does or follows more of a research in the organization. Okay, so he will do a lot of research that what to do, what are the features that needs to be developed to make a super successful product. Just a second, I'm getting some notifications. All right. So he would be telling the organization that these are the features that we could integrate in a product, and why do you want to integrate this feature. Let's take an example of let's say Swiggy or Zomato. So in Swiggy or Zomato, you might have seen a feature called share address. So in case if I want you to order food for me, then I can maybe share my address to you, and then you can order food on my behalf and it will get delivered to my place. So that's a product feature. Now, who tells the team to develop these product feature? Okay, so a product manager, he does some research. He sees that what's the demand of this feature. Will this specific feature perform good or not? Is it going to add value or not? And what amount of value it is going to add to the product. So he does his research and he tells the team, okay, the design team, the coding team, or the engineering team. And now the team actually does it. So a product manager will never tell the team how to do it because the team is already good at it. Okay, the product manager may not know as much engineering as the engineering team, but he just has the sense of specific feature. Now, how do you decide that this feature is good and should we add this feature or not? That comes under different frameworks, which we would be discussing in the session ahead. Okay. So next, yeah, this is a great example. So if you might have been to an event wherein you might have seen this conductor. So he keeps moving his hand, and the entire band follows his instruction. As soon as he stops his movement of his hand, the entire team stops. So there's this rhythm being followed by the conductor. The whatever the pattern that conductor is forming or doing, the entire team is following that. So this conductor here represents the product manager in the organization. Got it? Have you guys understood? Have you guys understood? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section that have you guys been able to relate this? How the conductor. So in the team, in the entire team of the organization, wherein there are so many things to do. What those things could be: handling engineering team, handling marketing team, handling design team, and many other teams. So he just gives instructions to the team what they need to do and how they need to do. So this is a very simple concept what product manager is all about. Moving ahead. So what are the most defining skills of a product manager? Can anyone guess? What is the most defining skill of a product manager? Should he be good at coding? He should be good at design. He should be good at research. He should be good at marketing. Any guesses from the audience? Any guesses? Trends, communication, being observant, presentation, research. No. He should be good at marketing and selling. Yeah, but what would be the main skill of the product manager that differentiates him from everyone else? Management skill. That is one of the skills, not the main skill. Communication and leadership, instructing and presentation, team leader. Yeah, but still, you guys are like talking of one of the qualities to buy their product. Yogesh, how to communicate. Vision should be clear. Visions sometimes changes of the organization. Okay, the product might have started with some vision. Let's take an example of Uber these days. That Uber came up with the concept of online booking of cabs, but now they are also started booking it on call, which was traditionally being used long back. Okay, so the visions keep changing. Like, it doesn't happen that often, but yeah, that can get changed with time. Problem solving, product sense. All right, let me tell you, all of you are right and no one is wrong. Let me come to the answer. Okay, so how many of you have heard of jack of all, master of none? How many of you have heard of jack of all, master of none? Product unique application. It is used in trading. All did I guess? Okay, so jack of all, master of none is a scam statement. However, the complete statement is jack of all, master of none. When you can learn all, why go for one? All right. So a lot of time we get criticized. Okay, you are a jack of all, but you don't have an expertise on any particular thing. But that statement is absolutely what I feel is incomplete statement. Whereas the correct statement is jack of all, master of none. When you can learn, why go for one? So product managers are generalist people, like who know most of the things. Like, you cannot know everything, but who know little of everything. So there's this graph called T graph or T growth model. So what it is, I'll explain you. T growth model. So has anyone heard about T growth model before? No, I guess. Okay, so let's put in here different skills. Okay, different skill sets. Now, what this jack of all, master of none, when you can learn all, go for one. What does it mean? Now, let's say a product manager, the knowledge of him of engineering. So he might know or have a 80% understanding of engineering. He may not be as expert in coding as his core team of engineering, but he might have some level of knowledge. Okay. Now, marketing. He might have, let's say, 50% knowledge on marketing. Okay. Then comes sales. He might have 70% knowledge on sale. He might have, let's say, 60% knowledge on any other skill. It could be design. Okay. So if you look here, he might have finance knowledge. Let's say it could be maybe 65%. So now here you see the product manager or whoever is at a leadership position, he knows or has multiple skills. And it's not just restricted to one skill. He has multiple skills and he knows about multiple other things in the market. Okay, he's just not only restricted to one skill, but with multiple other skills. But the key thing to note here is that T is only formed when you are expert in one skill. So maybe one of these skills, out of all the skills that I have written, one would be a dominant skill. That dominant or the strength could be, and like it could be in your engineering background, it could be your finance, sales, design, user experience, or anything, or marketing. So one of these skills that you have would be your major skill, just to form this T, and then you can keep increasing the breadth. So this part is known as breadth, and this is known as depth. Breadth defines the number of skills that you have. Breadth defines number of skills, and depth defines the intensity in the particular skill. All right. So it's in this current day and age, you need to have multiple skills if you want to run your own startup, or you want to run a business, or anything. So have you guys understood this T growth model? Now, when you when a company is hiring a CEO, okay, when a company is hiring CEO, what do they look after? What are the key components that they take care of? They just check this T growth in their career. Okay, so they just take care of the CEO, that what are the more number of skills a CEO or the person has, the better CEO or the better chances of him getting selected is there. So let's say there is a CEO 1 at an interview, and there is CEO 2 at an interview. So now they both are good, but the company wants to close with one of them. So what do they do is they build their T curve. They build their T curve, and whoever breadth and depth is more or slightly more, his chances of getting selected is more compared to the other one. Okay. So have you guys understood what are the key skills to required to be a product manager? Let me know yes in the comment box if you have understood. Yes. Yes. Did you like this concept? You can also tell me if you have heard of this T growth model before. If you have heard of this T growth model before, so let me know in the comment box. So it's a very interesting, a very interesting concept. So now, since you guys, maybe if you're in a first year or second year or third year, so you can start planning for your holistic development of your skills. Okay. T-shaped marketing before. Okay. Like this T growth model, you can fit in anywhere. Okay. Maybe if you talk about specific skills, so inside engineering there are multiple other things, like you could know inside engineering, you might know of Java, Python, and many other languages. So again, inside a particular skill can also be built a different T. Okay. So yeah, this is very important. And now what you can take care of, or you can be cautious of, is like if you're in first year and second year or third year, so you can start developing your personality holistically. Like you should not be restricted to your only the engineering or the management part. Rather, you should start focusing on other skills as well, the sales skill, the design skill, the communication skills. So start building your personality in a sense that it's suitable for the larger picture. Okay, so let's move ahead and see what we have. Okay, so this is what I have already explained, that what are the most defining skills of the PM. It could be building strategies, innovating, leader. So the more number of skills you have, the better it is. Okay, finance, we all know it's a very trending thing these days, procurement, many other things. So let's move ahead. So now I don't think so I need to get deeper into these slides, because you've already covered a lot of things. Now I have a very interesting concept called decoy effect. Okay, and it's very interesting. So we will understand what decoy effect is all about. Okay, so this is one of the sales skill. Okay, and how can you leverage this sales skill in your day-to-day life? How many of you have heard of this decoy effect before? Raise your hands. It's a very interesting concept. Yeah, Bharat. So it's a way to create cognitive bias. Okay, so if you look here, so small, let's say it is of 100 gram. Okay, this is of 200 gram, and maybe they will place a different basket of, let's say, 400 gram. And this is what we have usually seen in malls when we go to watch movies. So the whole idea of keeping this, so the whole idea of doing this is to just upsell you. Like if you have a budget of 100 rupees, how can the organization make you spend 150, or let's say 200 or more, as much as you can? So this is a method of upselling you. Company always wants, yes, Avril, you're right. So what they do is this one is known as decoy. Okay, now why they have placed this? Just to sell you this. Okay, understood all of you? Decoy effect. So now you need to know a lot of marketing or the sales skills to sell your product. So not just decoy, there are multiple other effects. Okay, it could be decoy, it could be anchoring effect, and many other effects. So these are the things that you use to just upsell and create more revenue for your organization. So this was just something out of the flow that we were moving in, just to give you some new concepts. Okay, so let's see, one more concept is there, and that is known as anchoring effect. So let us understand what anchoring effect is all about. Before that, can you guys tell me what is your favorite product? Can you guys tell me what is your favorite product? We all use a lot of products. Apple, yes, several. We all use Facebook, OnePlus, iPhone, good one. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? Zomato, Swiggy, iPhone, okay. YouTube, Linux. Yeah. Can anyone tell me why? Why do you love that product? Okay, I'm not giving the answer that what's the product or my favorite product. I just want to understand what is that you guys love. Good one. All right. So now I'll show you an example of a great product. Okay. So if you guys have heard of Stripe, yeah. So let's have a look of a great product. I'll just show you an example. Okay, it's an example of great design. So Stripe is basically a payment interface or gateway platform, and I just want to have or show you a quick overview of the design that they have placed here. So let's scroll and see what happens. See, as soon as now it's taking you through the story. It's trying to form a story here, and you see increased sales with the better payment experience, and immediately you will see the pop-up here. It automatically starts filling. See, I go up. As soon as I come down, the pop-up automatically starts filling. If you can visualize it. As soon as I go more down and designed to reduce friction, then more down, optimized for any device. So here you can see the desktop view and the mobile view both simultaneously. So it's an example of a great design. Okay, again you go more down, it talks about build for global customer, and immediately you start to see United States, Netherlands, Poland, and Japan. So whatever they are telling here, that you can even visualize simultaneously. Your brand, your checkout. Immediately, they have shown you a new design interface wherein they have introduced a brand with a different name, and that too, it's showing you the final output. So this is an example of a great product. Okay. So as I have asked you that what's your favorite product, the question was. So I have shown you a product that I liked and just wanted you to have a quick overview of the design and the interface. All right, let's move ahead. So what are the different roles in product management? So there are different roles. So initially you start with associate product management manager, or you also call APM, and then product manager, senior product manager, group leader. But the main question here is, how do you get started with being a product manager? So it's not that easy to get started with a product manager role, because you need to have experience to get started. Okay, and if you don't have experience to in an organization, and still if you want to start as a product manager, so there are two options what I feel suits the best. One is that you can get associated with a startup. Okay, there are a lot of startups who are looking for somebody who has the T growth model of these skills. So if you have multiple other skills and many skills, and you're good at solving user problem, then you can get associated with a startup, and you can get started there in that case. In case if you don't get an opportunity of startup and you want to start with a big organization, so in that case what you can do is, many organization in today's time, they have launched or they are having or running multiple courses wherein they teach you about product management, and then after teaching you, they also help you to get a job. For example, many organization I know that help you with this one. The very famous product management course is on, maybe, let's say, just a second, on Cypher School or Upgrad, or many other Leap Scholar, many other organizations are there which have launched a product management course. Master Union, but it's too expensive, so I would not recommend that. But yeah, you can enroll for a course. Once you've completed the course, 3 months, 6 months, or 5 months course, they help you with the placement part, so you can leverage that to get started with a product manager role. So we are not going much into what is the difference between product manager and project manager, because it is for people who are already into industry, and I see a lot of you are from college. Okay, so I will share this material with you guys. Okay, it's a very interesting one, and you can use, it's just a material from my side. It's a material by Intercom. So I would share the link and you guys can download it. Okay, it's a very useful thing on product management. Books that I would recommend: Hooked, product management simplified, design of everyday things. Contagious is basically on marketing and how to create a viral content. Hooked is it helps you in creating a cognitive bias, like I talked about the decoy effect or the anchoring effect. So these examples, a lot of examples you will get on Hooked. Product management simplified, it's a holistic book which talks about everything, and design of everyday things is basically talks more of design. And YouTube channel recommendation is Exponent. It's a great channel. If you watch at least one video every day, it would be good start for. I'll share the link again after the session. Okay, now there are some key important components that I would tell you guys with. So since you guys are more into college students, so let me introduce you to the terms used in product management. So the very first thing when you join an organization, the very first thing that you take care or look after is product requirement document, PRD. Now what that PRD is basically, if we talk in very brief, it's a roadmap that the entire organization follows to get aligned with the organization's vision and mission. Okay, so every organization has a vision or a mission that in maybe next 1 year we want to do this, and inside that the engineering team would be doing this, the finance team would be taking care of all these things. So you keep entire roadmap inside the PRD. Now, what is the most important thing that you need to take care inside a PRD? Do you guys see this picture? So there's this small child, newly born child, and their parents have hanged this little toy, if you guys can see this toy, and their parents are very happy that, oh, the child is happy to see this toy and he might be enjoying. So can you tell me, is the child really enjoying this toy? Can you tell me, is the child really enjoying the toy? Anyone from the, why no? If he's not enjoying, why is he not enjoying? There's a small glitch, if you can notice. There's a small glitch in this toy. Well, looking at him, it seems no, yeah, you're close. I'll tell you. Why is he not enjoying the toy, right? The reason why he's not enjoying the toy is very simple. There are two very important aspects when you're developing a product, okay? It's the stakeholder. Stakeholder means the people working in the organization. And the second is user, the person who's going to use it. Okay. A lot of time we think, okay, if we make this feature or if we make this product, a lot of people are going to love it. No, they might not love, and you're wrong. You always need to take care of the user first. Is the user going to love it or not? And you cannot put yourself as a user and predict it. You always need to go to user, go to your potential customer and understand from him his pain point, and then you can take some decision. And reason why that is there, because I will just explain you now. If you can see this image, what is the user seeing here? Is it actually visible to the child? Child is not able to see the toy. He's just getting the back view of all of these different animals. Yes, agree, Aviral. So you always, whenever you're developing something, okay, during college time, a lot of you might be working on your final year projects and many other things. So the very first question that you need to ask is, okay, this, I feel that this is a problem in the society, but is it a real problem or not? Is it something that people are looking forward for or not? If no, drop the idea. However great you feel the idea is, there's no use of working on that idea if actually user is not going to use it. Okay, I hope all of you have got it. So whenever somebody introduces a new feature to the, like whenever somebody walks to a product manager and says that they want a new feature in the product, the very first question that a product manager asks is why? Because when it comes to ideas, there are lots and lots of ideas that, okay, you can add this feature, you can add that feature, you can add so many things, but is it really worth adding? So the product manager does research on it, sees the potential reach of that feature and what are the advantages of that feature, and then he takes care of the entire thing, that should be added or not. Okay, since you guys are still college grad, so I am just talking about the aspects of PRD which is useful or which is good for you guys. So how does a PRD looks like? So what are the things that you take care of inside a PRD? Is you need to write the context of your product. What are the goals and objectives, user persona, user stories and acceptance criteria, and these are the flow that you talk about inside your PRD. And this is not much of concern for you guys, but yeah, it's just a very basic thing that you can know of. So we had heard of anchoring effect. Now again, the second cognitive bias concept is anchoring effect. Decoy we heard of, sorry, and now we'll be talking about anchoring. So what is anchoring? It's a very famous term. Okay, so in case if you come to or walk to a shop, a clothing brand, and you like a black shirt, okay, this black shirt, okay, and you just want to buy it immediately, they'll just keep it somewhere in front, okay, and when you go and see the price of that shirt, you find, oh, it's 9,600, and it's really hard for you to afford. Okay, now what they will do is very smartly a similar kind of shirt which looks exactly similar, they will keep at just close to that product and with much cheaper rate. Now, even if you have not come to buy these two shirts, any one of these two shirts, still you will feel, oh, you're getting a good deal, and you would go with this product, which is a kind of creating anchor. So this product here is anchor, and it is just hooking you to buy these two, one of these two shirts, and it's a great way of selling, upselling, or marketing. Yes, Avril, you're right. Okay, so if you want to read this article in detail, I can share you link, and I have written a blog on it, so you can have an access and you can just read about more about anchoring effect. Okay, so in between, I'm introducing you guys a little terms associated with this product management, so that you can have the basic understanding that, okay, what are the strategies, how are the strategies being made by the product manager. So there are two very important topics that we need to cover, is guesstimates and price effect. Okay, so we will cover these two topics and then we will wind up the session. Price framework, so these two are very important. Okay, and guesstimate is also very important, because whenever you are developing a new feature, you need to understand the potential of that feature. And how do you predict that? By the guesstimate formula. So let's get on to that. Before we start guesstimation, do you guys have energy, still having a lot of energy? Let me know yes or no. If you want me to change the rhythm or something. All right, yes, enjoying. All right, so let's get started with the guesstimate. It's a very interesting topic. Okay, so what guesstimate is all about? It's one of my favorite topic. I can go long and long when I'm teaching guesstimates. Okay, so guesstimates is nothing but a very simple concept: guessing and estimating something. So if the company or the organization wants to launch a new feature, so what is the impact that it is going to create in the market? That is only guesstimate. Okay, so not going much onto the theoretical part. Okay, directly getting onto the practical application. Now let's solve a problem. Let's solve a problem and you will automatically understand what guesstimate is all about. Okay, let's solve. Let's change this question slightly. Okay, estimate the number of WhatsApp. Estimate the number of people using WhatsApp right now. How do you do this problem? Can anyone tell me how to solve this problem? Estimate the number of people using WhatsApp right now, right here, right now. Any guesses? Can anyone tell me the number of people? 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 2.4 billion? Did you find it on internet, Aviral? Above 100K, Yogesh? 5 billion? Yes, okay. But how do you, okay, okay, let's see. Interviewer doesn't wants to know the answer actually. That's the trick here. Even if you know that, let's say if the interviewer asks you that what is the population of India? Yeah, yes. So we'll solve it. So if an interviewer asks you what's the population of Delhi, even if you know the right answer and you tell him, okay, the population of Delhi is 1.5 CR, no, that's not the right approach of giving the right answer. However, there is different way of asking. Okay, so estimate the number of WhatsApp people using WhatsApp here. So you will, there are two approaches of solving questions like this. One is top down approach, and one is bottom up. Okay, so we'll understand the first one. So as soon as the interviewer gives you this type of question, the very first thing that you can ask the interviewer is, What's the population of the entire world? Total population, sorry, total population in the world. Let's take estimated number 10 billion. Okay. Now you start putting filters one by one. What is the number of percentage of people using mobile? Using mobile. Okay. So let's say out of 100 billion people, the percentage of people using mobile phone is 80. Okay. So again, your 10 billion changes to 8 billion. Okay. Now we'll come to the answer of people using WhatsApp right now. Okay. Now out of 8 billion people, you will put third filter. Filter 1, filter 2. Now it's time for filter 3. Out of 8 billion people using mobile, how many of them have access to internet? Let's say again 90%. Okay. So again, the value would be 7 point something something. Okay. Now you will put a different filter. Number of people having internet. Now, can you name some other filter? Countries wherein WhatsApp is banned. Country where WhatsApp is banned. Could be China, Russia, North Korea, and many other countries. Now you write the total population of this country. Let's say 3 billion. Okay, these are just estimated number. We are not going into deeper into calculation. So what's the resultant value here? 4 billion. Okay. Now, can anyone guess and tell me the fifth filter? Can anyone guess and tell the fifth filter? Any guesses from the audience of the fifth filter? Think. What could be the fifth filter? Active users, literacy rate. Yes, it can be. Number of people educated enough to use WhatsApp. All right. Age group. I don't think so. Age would matter much. Anything else? Okay, I will tell. Countries where it's night right now. Night. Okay. So right now, let's say all the Western countries, USA, Europe, EU, and many other countries where it is night right now. Estimated number would be 2 billion. Again, this value changes to 2 billion. So now these points, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what the interviewer wants from you is not the exact answer, but the process that you have used to arrive to the close answer. Okay, so now night, you guys have given a lot of suggestions that active users right now in India also, if it is daytime, so not everybody might be using WhatsApp. Let's say an estimated number that 70% or 80% might be active right now. Okay, so you have to arrive to an answer, and that answer might be wrong, but what interviewer looks forward to hear from you is the process that you have used to come to that answer. Okay, so as soon as you get out of the interview, the interviewer might ask you to just give your A4 size paper or paper whichever you were using, just to see the process that you have used. So whenever you have been asked a question in an interview, make sure to give the insights on the process that you have used, rather than just giving the interviewer the exact answer. And same thing goes for coding. If you're appearing for a coding interview, and let's say if the interviewer gives you a number and says that, okay, if we run a programming of swap and all these programming codes, so what would be the output? And if you know the answer and it's very easy, okay, and you would immediately tell the answer to the interviewer, but that's not what he's looking for. Okay, he would ask you that, okay, how did you come to that answer? And that's the hook. Okay, and it's always healthy to ask the interviewer questions. Okay, so when interviewer gives you a question and you find that you need some values to solve that question, you can always ask him, sir, okay, can you tell me what's the population of the entire world right now? Can you tell me this value? Can you tell me that value? If he tells you, it's very good. If he's not telling you, you can take a estimated number from your own in that case. Okay, so how many of you have understood and liked this guesstimate thing? This is a part of product management. How many of you have understood and liked it? Let me know in the comment box. Like the concept? Liked it? All right. And now, even a better concept I have after this, and that is prioritization. Good. Now, we are going to be understanding about how do you prioritize a feature. So again, there are resources and all of this, but that's not much of your use. And this is the last topic that we are going to be covering today, and that is RISE framework. Okay, before we get onto or hop into the RISE framework, I have a very small question. So I have a question to all of you. Let's say, let's take an example of Swiggy or Zomato. Okay, Swiggy and Zomato. Why I often say Swiggy and Zomato? Because it's too relatable for people. Okay, let's take a case study. Now we are going to be starting with prioritization. Prioritization. Okay, now let's take an example of Zomato and Swiggy, whichever you feel like. The examples are going to be totally relatable. Okay, so I guess you guys have seen the share address option. Have you guys seen share address option on Zomato? Have you all seen the option of share address? Yes, very good. Now, then when as soon as you order the food, okay, as soon as you order the food, the restaurant is here and your home is here. Okay, then you see this Zomato or Swiggy delivery boy navigating on map and coming to your home. Do you see this bike continuously keep moving on this road? Have you guys seen this feature? Yes, this is a part of gamification. Gamification, okay, it's a part of gamification to increase so that the user spends more time on the app. And what happens if you spend more time on the app? Maybe you might come across a pizza or a burger or any cake and you might order something more. Okay, so it's a part of gamification. Gamification. Okay, and let's take an example of one more product feature. Okay, let's take Zomato Gold. Now tell me, now the question here is, there are three different kind of product feature update that we need in the app. Now tell me, which one do you think we should start first? Should the team start working on Zomato Gold first, gamification first, or share address first? Which is going to be more useful for the team? Gamification, all right. Share address, Siddharth. Which is going to add more value to the app? Anyone from the team? It's a very interesting one. Gamification, address, Nana. Anything more from anyone? I will tell you. All of them are important. All are important. But You cannot start all together. Okay, so here is when a product manager comes in the picture. So let's have a case study and understand that how do you prioritize your work, and how do you decide that which feature is more important and which feature is less important. So for solving that, or to understand that, there are different frameworks in product management that you use to leverage or understand these features and prioritize them. So famous there is this very famous prioritization framework called RISE. Now in RISE, R stands for reach, I stands for impact, C stands for confidence, and E stands for efforts. Okay, so whenever you are making an app, so how many features we had, how many features we were talking about? Let's make them once again. How many features we had? Feature 1, share address. Feature 2, gamification. And feature 3 was gold option, Zomato gold. All right, now how do you decide that? Okay, so when I was talking about RISE, so R stands for reach, I impact, C stands for confidence, and E stands for effort. Okay, now here when you are developing, okay, now let's take an example of Zomato only. Okay, Zomato. Now Zomato has a customer base of 1 lakh people. This is just an example. Okay, now Zomato has a customer base of 1 lakh people. Now out of these 3 features, if Zomato works on Zomato Gold, Zomato gamification or share address, how much people is it going to reach? So we all know that it's going to reach 1 lakh people. All of these features are going to reach 1 lakh people. Share address is going to reach 1 lakh people. Gamification is going to reach 1 lakh people, and Zomato Gold is going to reach 1 lakh people. Now talking about impact. Now you estimate. Now here is where the guesstimation formula comes. Okay. Now you will have to estimate that how much people is it going to impact. Share address, gamification, and Zomato. So share address, feature 1 might impact out of 1 lakh people, 50,000 people. Feature 2 might impact only 25,000 people. And feature 3 might impact 70,000 people. Okay, so now you have different values for different one. Now, after impact, confidence comes in the picture. Now you are confident that feature 1 would, you can have a value rated from 1 to 5. Okay, that you're confident of this feature 1, let's say 50%. You're confident on feature 2, 30%, and you are confident on feature 3 to let's say 80%. Now effort comes. How much effort is it going to develop the feature 1? Let's say 20 employees. Feature 2, how much effort? 50 employee. And feature 3, only 10 employee. Okay, so this is the effort that you're going to put. Okay, so how many things are there in the picture? The first one is reach, how many people it is going to reach. That is same for all the features. Impact that it is going to create, how confident you are about that impact, and the amount of effort that you are going to put in developing that feature. And once you put all these, you get all these values using guesstimation formula. You use this formula called, okay, I didn't give the formula. Okay, I have not written the formula in the slide. So the formula is very simple. Let me first erase this. The formula is very simple. Now you will use the RISE formula. What does RISE formula is? RISE formula. Reach, impact, confidence upon effort. Now you put all the values for feature 1 in RISE, feature 2 and feature 3, and you will get some values. Okay, maybe for feature 1 you got 500, 600 and then 80. Now whichever features RISE value is more, this is more, you start working on feature 2 first, then you start working on this second, and then you start working on this third. So have you guys understood that how to prioritize the product feature? Has everybody understood how to prioritize product feature? And not just product feature, it could be in your day-to-day life. Okay, when you're taking decisions, okay, you're taking a career decision, or maybe a lot of events happening in the colleges and universities if you're conducting it, so you can take care of these formulas because it's going to be very useful there as well. Okay, so now this is an example here. I can share just a second. I had written blog on this. You guys can read this blog as well. I'm just dropping here in the comment section. You guys can read this blog later on in the session. Just a second. Just a second, guys. All right. So I've dropped this link and you can read from there, blog in more detailed things on that. So yeah, that was it for today. And I can share you this product feature, but let's not get into that because we are already running out of time. Okay. So yeah, that was it for today. And I hope you guys have understood what product management is all about and what are the concepts that is covered in the product management. And let me know if you guys have enjoyed the session. So let me know, drop a fire emoji or something if you have really enjoyed the session and it was worth putting your time. So let me know in the comment section, guys, please. If you really enjoyed the session, let me know in the comment section. Oh, that's nice. Yes, thank you so much, all of you. So yeah, this was a very basic and a very not so detailed thing, because you cannot cover any topic in an hour or something. You need to spend a lot of time to cover the concepts. Okay, so this was the very basic understanding of what a product manager does. Okay, he takes care of prioritization, he takes care of many other things, so he has multiple hats to wear. And out of that all hats, stakeholder management is also very important, which I have not talked about. So yeah, that's it for today, and we'll stay connected. And you can just thank you so much, Aviral, and you guys can stay connected with me on LinkedIn, and if you need any advice or anything, we can just chat in the LinkedIn itself. So thank you so much, all of you. Gitika, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here. Thank you, Anubhav, for joining and letting us know all the insights about product management. Glad it was really interactive session. Along with, I hope all the attendees are able to get it and define this information very important and helpful in their career. As I can see from the chat box, it is already very clear. All the students have loved the session. So thank you for all the students who have joined today. And thank you, Anubhav, for letting us know about the industry. And the discussion was really great. The explanation was really on to the point. So thank you for it. Looking forward to see you at all our future events. Also, for all the students, we are looking forward to see you at all our events. You can connect to Anubhav Mishra by his LinkedIn. I'll be dropping his LinkedIn. I guess I already dropped the LinkedIn ID. Once again, you can go through it. I'm dropping again, and you can connect him via LinkedIn. Anubhav, is it fine for you?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Okay. So Okay, so I guess we are good to go and we are about to wrap up this session. Once again, thank you for everybody. And the recording of the session, as I mentioned before in the starting of the webinar, will be provided on our Instagram handle.
All right. Welcome and thank you, Gitika, for the entire management and everything. And yeah, everything happened very swiftly. So thank you so much. And you guys can all leave meanwhile. So bye bye, all of you. Bye 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 bye, Milind. Bye, Avril. All of you, bye. I'm signing off. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, thank you.